Very little hope this morning left for a man who's expected to be executed, and the plan is that he'll be executed at 11 o'clock. Convicted killer Thomas West has already sought appeals to state and federal courts. He hasn't had success. At this point, the Supreme Court is the only body that could step in and keep West from being killed by lethal injection. ABC 15's Hatzavella joins us live outside the prison in Florence. And Hatzel, these last-minute appeals are really coming down to the wire with only hours left.
Just a couple hours left, as you said, Kirk, and the last attempt was made yesterday. That's when the state Supreme Court declined without comment to consider the challenges of the state's lethal injection law. Then a second unsuccessful attempt happened on Sunday. That's when the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals also dismissed an appeal from Thomas's lawyers. As we know, Thomas is convicted of killing Donald Bordell. Back in 1987, 24 years ago, Thomas was visiting a friend in Tucson. Well, he and his friend decided to go visit Bordeaux. They were interested in buying some electronics. The friend did eventually buy some electronics, but Thomas came back 2 weeks later and beat Bordeaux to death. The pair apparently went on a spree of sorts, and 2 weeks later they caught up with Mr. Thomas, now of course convicted of that crime. We know Thomas is 52 years old, and he is expected, as you mentioned, to be executed at 11 a.m. this morning. We know that the victim's family will not be present during the execution. Kirk?
So Hatzel's going to follow this process. Really, at this point, we're waiting to see if the Supreme Court says anything, but we don't know when that might happen, do we, Hatzel?
No, there is no time frame, Kirk, so we're just going to be waiting out here and seeing it. As you know, with these situations, it can happen any minute.
Yeah. All right, Hatzavella live for us from Florence. And